Hello, lovelies! This is part of the speedrunning interview series. I hope you liked the interview. If you do, click the like and sub and comment down below your questions, and you might get lucky with getting an answer from the speedrunner. For now, enjoy the interview. Can you introduce yourself, please? How old are you? Where are you from?
Hey, I'm Jymnasium. I'm 32, and I'm from South Carolina in the United States.
Ooh, that's nice. That's where my mom lives. South Carolina, North Charleston, right?
Charleston?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a city in South Carolina, yeah.
What's the best thing to see in South Carolina?
Best thing? It's probably the beaches, yeah. Charleston, Myrtle Beach.
What if you're a mountain guy? What if I'm a mountain girl? Yeah.
That's the state above us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the mountains are in North Carolina, so
yeah.
I would say just drive a couple hours, or depending on where you are, I guess, up there, and they have really beautiful scenery up there, so.
Nice. Okay. And for South, the beaches. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What inspired you to start speedrunning? What is this one story that you tell that inspired you?
Yeah, so I thought like I was a pretty good Diablo player, considering I was playing with like other enthusiastic Diablo players, I would say, from a website I won't mention, and
yeah,
it's one of those trading websites that's been around forever. And anyways, I'm not getting any publicity because I despise it now. Anyways, so yeah, I was playing with them, and I felt like I was always having to carry my team, and so I felt like I was a good Diablo player. And so when I saw this like competition going on, because I had started watching Mr. Llama, he had a mod that was Esroy that was putting on a Necro speedrun competition. I was like, oh, well, I'll try that. So I learned how to speedrun on the Necromancer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
First class, which is really, really rough if you've never done a Necromancer speedrun before. It's especially learn Diablo speedrunning on. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Druid or Assassin if you're going to try one.
Yeah, I've been told, yeah.
But yeah, I did not do so well in that tournament. I mean, if being a first, competition, I guess, for it. But I was just like, wow, I am nowhere near as good as these guys. Let me see what I can learn to, get better. And so I just kept getting into it more and more from there. And that was probably about 4 years ago. Gosh, I think it's been 4 years now. So.
Nice. Well, my first class was Amazon, so kind of the same.
Yeah.
I was learning on the Amazon, but I really like her, and I've played her all my life. So I was like, no, I don't want Assassin and Druid, blah. I want Amazon. So naturally, I contacted Makeup and Bender. And Makeup is my coach, so yeah. And of course, Mr.
Cool.
Llama, but yeah, Makeup mainly, when I saw they have world records, I was like, yeah, he's my guy. I need the Amazon now.
Macaul's a great speedrunner. He's probably one of the more underrated speedrunners, I would say.
Yeah.
Bender is well known in the speedrunning community as like being the best. But yeah, I would say Macaul is, he's got world records, like you said, so he's a very good speedrunner.
So, what is it like to speedrun with other people? I have never, and I've always thought that we were doing those race, with Fuzzy Boy and
like ladder reset.
No, just a normal race. Start together and see who's first.
Yeah.
Just for fun. And then I was like, oh, maybe we can race 2x2. And I kind of didn't know there's actual category of co-op speedrunning. So what is it like? I want to
know. So co-ops are a little more intricate. You have a little bit more flexibility right now because there's not like a set way of doing things. Also, because co-ops require you to play online, you don't have set maps to repeat over and over like you would in a single player game. So you have to find the experience along the way, and figuring out where you should go and what you should do for that is kind of up in the air right now. It's not set in stone what you should do, so it's kind of cool to keep like reinventing the wheel, as you would say, as the saying goes. Reinventing the strategies and stuff if people don't understand the.
But you do prepare strategies beforehand if you.
Yes.
Is it different depending on the people and depending on? I guess it is depending on the classes, especially, right?
So yeah, a little bit. Like for example, if Indrik's playing Tully Sork, then we kind of let him do his own thing because he.
Yeah.
As far as like the 8-man speedruns go, he's very, very talented, and so we kind of let him do his own thing. As far as like other speedrunners, we've given them like an assassin to go with them to help like clear, because when you have 8 people in a game, and Sork being the most squishy or not as resilient as other classes, we like to kind of give her a little assistance. But yeah, I mean, we've kind of been trying to figure out like what is the best thing to do in certain situations, because it does vary every game, since you get a different map and it's not the same map over and over as a single player.
So you want to say that every 8-man speedrun is basically has a different strategy. You don't have. I mean, you do have some stuff set in stone, like.
Yes, so we do have like a baseline strategy that we're like, okay, this is working out the best because we're trying to get so much experience, because you have to get the experience for the ancients. So we're figuring out like, okay, this place gives this much XP at this level because these monsters are this level as well, instead of trying to farm like Tristram runs over and over like you do in public games.
Yeah, right. Yeah, of course. So. Is it different for? I guess it's different for the 2-men. So the first question will be, what are the categories? I know there's 2-men and 8-men. Right. Is there anything in between?
Yes, right now on D2R they have 2-man, 3-man, 5-man, and 8-man. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to 4, 6, 7, but yeah. And I've done 2, 3, and 8. I've not done the 5. So.
Yeah. Do you
typically, when I'm trying to get that many players together, or like 5 players, I'm like, well, I'm picking up 3 more for the 8-man's just more fun. So
yeah. Are you the organizer usually?
Yes. I've done.
Tough job.
Well, if you've seen an 8-man speedrun, it's been organized by me probably 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Bender's done a few as well. So. Yeah.
Are you involved in all of the world records for many-man speedrun, for the co-op speedruns? Right now, at least.
For the 8-mans, I think so. Oh, wait, hold on. We got to go way back. Before I started speedrunning, the German team, Lav, Teo, I don't know if Core and Runa, but those are some guys that have kind of been around still, especially Teo.
Yeah.
And like they had just a German team, so they're all speaking German. Whereas like I did an international team, and so we all had to speak English.
Yeah.
And they had a like 2-hour, 26-minute run. They had like multiple runs before that, but they were the first team to actually start doing the 8-man speedruns.
Oh, okay.
And that inspired me to actually put a team together, and after I got into speedrunning, of course.
Do you have a set, like, static team, or you always shuffle?
Shuffle I mean,
Whoever's available, right?
You would like to have a static team, but I mean, let's be honest, like having 8 people have the same time available for at least 2 hours,
Yeah.
it's most likely going to take like 2.5 to 3 hours because of, getting people set up or getting people, on time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everything. And then, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like last minute shuffling because somebody cancels last minute, like,
Yeah.
because life happens. So,
Yeah, exactly. Life. So, are you involved in all of the world records? Do you, at least in Resurrected?
in Resurrected, yes, in D2R.
Yeah.
Unless there was something done that was not uploaded or like,
Then
recorded,
it's not counted as a
then
world
it doesn't
record.
count it. Yeah. So,
what are the most optimal classes for, let's say for 8 men, but I really want to know for 2 and 3 men as well.
the most optimal classes.
Or
I think we've.
Can we turn it away? What are the classes that are never picked?
Okay. We've tried Necro and it's not good enough. And Amazon is also just too slow at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. So those 2 classes are not an option. The other 5 are good though. So Barbarian's typically a support, obviously. So
isn't if it goes to hell, isn't the Amazon gonna help after for Nightmare in Hell? She's really gonna help, no?
Yeah. No, she's very powerful late game. The problem is her early game is too weak.
Yeah.
You lack too much in your early game.
So because of that, you just never take her.
Yeah, we have tried putting her in, and the German team before also tried putting her in.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. Like, you really want that extra damage, but it just doesn't translate well late game. And what we've figured out is like the early game, like the character that's okay early game is the Paladin, and then late game he's really powerful as a Hammerden.
Yeah.
And so we've managed to split. We went from a 3-Sorc, 2 Assassin, Barb, Druid, Paladin, just one of each of those 3, to dropping a Sorc to 2 Sorcs, 2 Assassin, 2 Paladin, and then Barb, Druid. And the 2 Paladin allows you to run Conviction and Concentration.
Yep.
And you get 2 Paladins for 1, or 2 Hammerdens for 1 Sorc, and so you end up doing a lot more damage late game.
Yeah, makes sense. Of course, you always strive to optimize, I guess, on the go, on the way. Besides the very ordinary normal speedruns you start, you finish, what are some of have you done any crazy ones? Any outside of box, like the pacifist one, the Twink challenge, anything like that?
Any crazy challenge? Not that I can think of off the top of my head. We've theory crafted a bunch of like really whack speedruns. We're like, okay, after we get this achievement, we'll do these runs, and like we haven't done any of them really. I mean, we attempted, I think, like a hardcore 8-man speedrun one time. But it wasn't like the main team, and it fell apart really bad. We ended up having like, I think, 3 or 4 people alive at the very end.
Yeah.
So there's, I don't know. It takes a lot to get 8 people to want to do hardcore for 2.5 hours, and yeah, trying to go fast on hardcore is a good way to die. So.
Yeah. What is the longest time? So you have also how do you say this? Speedrun? You have been.
I don't know.
Do you have alone speedruns, or you only do 8-mans, or like many mans?
I have solo speedruns. Yeah.
You have solo, solo. Okay, so what
my
is the
solo
longest
runs are
time you have ever done?
Longest time? I mean, I did a Hell Paladin speedrun.
Is that long? I don't
Yeah, it
know
took me
how.
like 7.5 hours. So, um, I don't know. I was just kind of like making it up as I go. I haven't watched a hell 8-man speed run solo. I've kind of like, jumped into somebody's stream before and they were doing one, but I never like paid attention to like all the strats that they were doing or what you're supposed to do. I just kind of already know like you want a teleport staff, you want,
Yeah,
plus
the
the
standard
hammers,
stuff.
and,
Yeah,
yeah, and your rune words and whatnot. So I
yeah.
was just like, yeah, I'll wing it. Sure,
Just
why
wing it. Yeah, why not? Are the co-op speedruns always quicker than, I don't know, like the hell
not?
co-op
Or
speedruns are quicker than most of the solo ones to hell?
yeah, okay, so it depends on 2-man. It probably is still.
Yeah.
It also depends on whether you're able to manipulate the player's command on solo. Like if you're able to just do players 8 for leveling
Yeah,
on
that's a
single
different
player.
category, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So for P1,
Yeah.
players 1, then yes, I would say co-op is faster just because you have to get the experience. And the higher player count you have, the more experience you get. So therefore, it makes your speedrun faster. Although it is nice to be on single player and have static maps to be able to check shrines for XP and like boss groups and whatnot, and like for example the early game tower for farming your runes.
Yeah.
So that all that helps the solo speedrun, but just having more XP is the main point.
Yeah.
I would say. So.
You still check for shrines in the co-ops, right? You still go.
Oh yeah. So
look around the waypoints.
I mean, you spread out to try to find your tower every game because it's a new map, and when you're doing that, you come across shrines. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. There's also like the tree looking for the scroll of Benefice for being able to go to Tristram. So when you're spreading out in Darkwood, there's sometimes XP shrines to come across.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how common it is for not very experienced person to join an 8-man speedrun?
How common? It's pretty common. There are a lot of people that want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just like whether they have the time to do it. Because a lot of people have families now.
Yeah.
Or are really busy on the weekends. And typically you have to speedrun on the weekends for everybody's schedules to kind of sync up. I think we might have done one during the week. I can't remember though. We've done a lot, so I know we've done some on Sunday as well as Saturday. But yeah, it's pretty common to get an unexperienced player here and there. Nowadays, it's a little less because there's so many subs I've picked up.
You can call,
and they're all good speedrunners, and so I can just like be like, hey, or good players at least, and they've done the speedrun, so it's like, do you want to do this? Sure.
Yeah, nice. That's good. It's good to have the backups. Yeah. What is your favorite act?
Favorite act? Probably Act 5. Yeah.
Ooh, nice! You're the first person to say Act 5. It's also my favorite. Tell me why.
Well, I don't know. I just kind of like the whole scenario that's going on there, where like I don't know. I like the areas to the magic find there. I like how it's set up, where you have to like save Anya, kill Nilithak, who was an NPC in town and becomes like an enemy. I don't know, just a lot. I like the whole act. So, cool. And then smashing the world stone at the end also like gave me chill. Probably still gives me chill bumps if I rewatch the cinematic.
Aww.
To be honest with you.
Nice.
So.
Okay, and then what is your favorite character?
Favorite class is Paladin. I've played the Paladin more than any other class by far. And on the 8-mans, that's the class I play. So
Right, yeah. And what's your least favorite then?
least favorite, probably Necro.
Yeah, a very common answer, if not, yeah. How would you describe speedrunning with 3 words?
3 words to describe speedrunning.
Yeah.
Like for D2 specifically speedrunning, or
Yeah. For
okay.
for D2, yeah.
Okay. So RNG, RNG, XP, and go fast, or
Sure. Quickness.
Quickness. Yeah. So
Yeah. If we're talking outside of Diablo, do you have a favorite game? What's your favorite game?
Favorite game outside of Diablo? Probably Minecraft, actually.
Nice.
So last year I did about a year's worth of Minecraft speedruns. So that was a little different, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, if you've never done a Minecraft speedrun,
No, I don't. I didn't know if it exists.
Yeah. Even if you're not into like Minecraft, the speedrun itself is just really fun. And it's also very similar to D2 in that it's RNG. You don't need XP, but you have to, like, I don't know. There's a lot of similarities I see with the RNG because it's just completely random. So
Okay, for someone who hasn't seen Minecraft, let's say I've seen it, but I haven't technically played it. Can you run me through the speedrun? What do you do? What is the point? what is the end goal?
Yeah, the end goal is to kill the dragon. So there's the Ender Dragon.
Okay.
In order to get to the Ender Dragon, you have to go through the end portal. Okay. And so the end portal has 12 slots for Eyes of Ender to go into. And to get the Eyes of Ender, you need pearls and blaze powder, or Ender pearls, and blaze powder. And you get the blaze powder from blaze rods. You get the blaze rods from blazes that spawn in the fortress, and you get pearls from, well, there's various sources you can get pearls from. And depending on which version you're playing, will get you pearls. So there's 3 different categories for Minecraft speedrunning, and each one has a different way of getting said pearls to actually beat the game.
Right.
And you have to go to the Nether to get your blaze rods, and then you have to come out of the Nether to find the end portal. So
how long is the speedrun? What's the world record?
World record for the current version, or the fastest version right now, is for random seeds, is 9 minutes and 36 seconds.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa! When you said 9, I was like, oh, 9 hours? No, 9 minutes?
9
so
minutes,
you do all of this. You didn't even said it that quickly. You explained it. So you do everything that you explained, but quicker. And for 9 minutes. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They do it about as fast as I explain it, so.
Yeah. So there's still set maps and everything. I mean, not set, but like the Diablo style maps where you always have, I don't know, what is it? You always have forest, you always have sands, you always have water.
So when you create a character on Diablo and create a game, you get a random seed.
Yeah.
So that random seed has a number, and if you look up various random seeds, you can find a very very good layout for whatever class you're trying to run.
Yeah.
And so there are set seeds that have been done on D2, and they're clearly just faster, but not quite in the same way as in Minecraft. Minecraft, the set seed, I think, is now like under 2 minutes, whereas like the random seed is 9 minutes and 36 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So
okay, yeah, that's an actual speedrun. Yeah. I mean, not like
Yeah.
Diablo is like 9 hours, 2 hours. This is like 9 minutes. Boop, boop. Okay. And,
Yeah.
okay. What would be your top 3 tips for someone that wants to start speedrunning Diablo now in the Resurrected?
Yeah, okay. 3 tips.
Yeah.
First tip is to run either Assassin or Druid. So
Sure.
you're gonna, yeah, that's my first tip. Do not try to learn Necromancer as your first speedrun class. Second tip would be to probably learn some of the map routing. Some of the general directions is what we like to call them.
Yeah.
So like you have your straights, you have your lefts and your rights. And so recognizing what those are would be important and where to use them. And then the third tip would be to just have fun. I mean, it's like don't be trying to beat the world record, especially if you're just getting into it. Try to beat your own times.
Yeah.
And have fun with it. Yeah.
Very important. Don't be like, what's the record? Bender on the Amazon right when I started, it was I think it was an hour and 30 and Bender was holding it, and then like within a week Makeup and 3 to 7 like were maybe with
Back and
30
forth.
seconds difference or something.
Wow.
So the current one is like an hour, 30 minutes and like 33 seconds, and Makeup is behind with 30 minutes 35 seconds, and then Bender is like 3 minutes 30 something seconds, and it was like, it's crazy. And mine is like 2.5 hours, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, like I was saying, if you're not having fun with the class you're playing, then you can try another class, or maybe speedrunning isn't for you. But like, yeah, I mean, if you have a class you love and you want to try to speedrun it, give it a go.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun.
If you had unlimited resources, would you live elsewhere? Where would you live?
But I live elsewhere. I don't know. I don't think so. I kind of like the weather around here. I like the people. I just recently moved in with my brother. So we're living together, and I mean, his house is really nice. So we're also like dieting together. We just recently started trying keto. So
Nice.
I don't want to live anywhere else.
Yeah, that's
I kind of like it here. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Do you know any other languages besides English?
No. I took French back in high school, and the most I can say is that I can't speak French in French.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. What do you like to do in your free time? Of course, besides speedrunning, like, do you have hobbies, or if you had a week off, what would you do?
Well, let's see. During my free time, I either just kind of chill and relax and watch some Netflix or something, or like check out, what other people are doing on Twitch. Like I like to watch a lot of, my friends on their streams and see what they're doing. Yeah, or I'm, trying to learn how to cook this new diet stuff, so.
Yeah, that's good. Research. What is something your audience doesn't know about you?
The audience doesn't know about me.
Yeah.
Well, when I was 10, I was playing tag. We were in a gym, and there's this big curtain that's dividing the gym in half. And I'm the tagger, and I see a shadow running for like a base or whatever at the time. And so I saw the shadow on the other side of the curtain. So I started following the shadow, running down alongside the curtain. I look up, there's a wall in front of me, and I pop into it, and my two front teeth split in half.
Oh no.
So, yeah. So my two front teeth here have split in half. I think 3 times now, but
Wow.
my mom's a dentist, so she put them back together. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, cool story. Okay. And my last question always is, who else would you recommend that I invite to an interview from the other speedrunners?
I would recommend interviewing Lav, Lav. He's been speedrunning Diablo 2. He was the first person, I think, to do a single segmented speedrun of Diablo 2. What we do nowadays for speedrunning. There before they would do multi segments of Diablo speedrunning. So like they would, let's say you got to Andariel and
Yeah.
you got your fastest time killing Andariel. Then that would be a first segment, and then the next
Yeah.
segment, and so on. And so Lav was the first one to do from character creation to killing Bale all in one segment. So I would recommend talking to him.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice history. Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I would love to do that.
He was also on the German team for the 8-man speedruns. I think he was either the organizer or maybe even creator of that group. I don't know. And he's been on the international team that I created for a lot of those runs, almost all of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, and that's all of the questions. I always ask for like I say it's like an end line, something for a conclusion, anything you want to say for the end.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as what I like to do, I like to just play the game nowadays and try out like different ways to do Ubers on the Smiter. So I've been doing a lot of that. I recently did it on hardcore. So I've been enjoying that. And then I have had like one YouTube video pop off because of it.
Oh, nice.
So it's gotten like 196,000 views. So I was like,
yo, okay.
So yeah, I've just been enjoying trying to figure out what content the community is looking for. So yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and sub and comment down below. See you. Bye.